It was just another evening when MIA, a young journalist, walked home from work, passing her usual quiet street. The sun had already dipped below the horizon, and the city lights flickered as she stared at the sky. But that night, something was different. A streak of light cut across the sky, a brilliant flash. She paused, squinting up, trying to make sense of what she'd just seen. A meteor, maybe? No, it was too controlled, too deliberate. Then, the phone buzzed in her pocket. A message from her brother, Sam. "Check out the news. Something crazy is happening." MIA rushed home, the unease growing in her chest. The news was flooded with reports of strange phenomena, lights in the sky, sounds, and even strange signals coming from unknown sources. Governments were scrambling, giving cryptic statements. But what caught her attention was one line in a local radio broadcast: "This is not an accident. This is a call." She sat down at her desk, her mind racing. The broadcast had mentioned that scientists were unable to pinpoint where the signal originated, but the message was clear: "We are waiting." The unsettling feeling settled into the pit of her stomach. She thought of her childhood obsession with space aliens, UFOs, and all the mysteries of the universe. Could it be? Was this really happening? Days passed. The world was in chaos, with cities on high alert and government agencies working around the clock to decode the message. But it wasn't just the news that unsettled people, it was the whispers. People began reporting strange dreams, visions, and even messages in their own languages, all pointing to the same place, the same moment. One evening, as MIA sat with her laptop trying to piece together a story, her phone rang. It was Sam. "MIA, you need to see this." Sam's voice trembled with fear. "I'm at the old observatory. They found something. It's not a signal. It's a beacon." Mia's heart skipped a beat. She rushed out, the city streets buzzing with rumors of the unknown. When she arrived at the observatory, she saw a crowd gathered, many of them scientists and experts, all staring at a massive screen that displayed a perfect circle of light. "It's a message," a scientist explained, pointing to the circle. "Not just a signal, a coded message sent with intent. And it's calling us. It wants us to understand." Before anyone could say more, the ground shook. It wasn't an earthquake, this was different. The lights flickered, and the air seemed to thrum with electricity. Then, a voice broke through the chaos, clear and unmistakable. A calm, alien tone reverberated in the air, speaking in perfect English. "We are here. Will you come to us?" Mia's blood ran cold. The message was clear. The unknown was no longer just in the stars, it was coming for them. The days following the encounter were filled with tension and uncertainty. Governments across the world held emergency meetings, and news outlets were abuzz with speculation. Was it a trap? An alien invasion? Or something far more complex? MIA felt like she was caught in a whirlwind. She had been following the story closely, digging deeper into the mysterious signals. But now, she felt a personal responsibility. The voice had called to her, to humanity, to all of them. It wasn't just a random message. It had been meant for everyone, and it was not an invitation they could ignore. Her brother Sam had started to drift away from the media frenzy. He had become obsessed with one idea: the message wasn't just an invitation, it was a test. A test to see if humanity was worthy of what lay beyond Earth. MIA couldn't shake the feeling that the answer to that question was somewhere between the lines of everything the world had been hearing. So she made a bold decision. She would go to the heart of the mystery, the place where the signal was strongest. The journey wasn't easy. Governments had locked down most major air routes, and only a few elite teams were allowed to approach the source. But MIA, with Sam's help, managed to get access to a team of researchers working in the field. They were preparing for something unprecedented, humanity's first meeting with the unknown. As MIA and Sam stood in the desert, staring at a massive, circular structure that had appeared out of nowhere, the reality of what was happening finally hit her. The structure wasn't of human origin. It looked like something from another world, sleek, metallic, and pulsating with an energy that felt almost alive. The team began to set up their equipment, preparing to make contact. Everyone was nervous, unsure of what would happen next. But MIA, despite the fear creeping in, stepped forward, determined to be part of history. "This is it," Sam whispered. "We either prove ourselves worthy, or we face the consequences." The circle in front of them began to hum, and the air grew thick with anticipation. The voice returned, now more urgent. "Are you ready to step into the unknown? To face what lies beyond?" MIA felt the weight of the question. This wasn't just a chance to answer an alien invitation. It was a decision that would change humanity forever. Would they accept? Or would they run from the unknown? The moment of contact was upon them. The structure in the desert hummed louder, and the ground beneath their feet vibrated. The air felt alive, crackling with energy. For a brief moment, MIA thought she could hear a voice whispering to her, guiding her. She wasn't alone in this decision. There were others, all of them unsure, all of them on the precipice of a new age. "We have come to offer you knowledge," the voice spoke, its tone echoing in her mind. "But only those who are prepared to understand will be allowed to pass through." The team set up their equipment to translate the message further, and the atmosphere around them seemed to shift. Suddenly, the sky above the structure cracked open with bright light, revealing something that seemed almost impossible, a gateway to another realm, a portal of pure energy, shimmering with possibilities. This was not just technology, it was a bridge to something greater than Earth. MIA stepped closer, Sam by her side. Together, they reached out, each of them touched by the unseen force that emanated from the portal. In an instant, images flooded their minds, visions of distant stars, strange worlds, and civilizations beyond their comprehension. But one image lingered, more vivid than the rest, a world ravaged by its own arrogance, a civilization destroyed because it reached too far too fast, a reminder of what could happen if humanity failed this test. The voice returned, softer now, almost sorrowful. "We warned them. We warn you." The team froze. This wasn't just an encounter. It was a warning. The aliens had once been like humanity, curious, ambitious, but ultimately destructive. The portal wasn't just a bridge, it was a choice. Would humanity choose peace and understanding, or would they become the next civilization to fall? MIA, her heart pounding, turned to the others. This was no longer about exploring the stars. It was about survival. Could they change the course of history, or were they doomed to repeat the mistakes of others? The portal flickered, then stabilized. The voice gave one final command. "Decide now, before it is too late." As MIA and Sam stood there, a chilling realization settled over them. The unknown was not just out there. It was a reflection of humanity's own future. What they did next would decide everything.